I'm Deepak sir from Golden Public School. Today we are going to start chapter 3 Deep Water second part. First part we have completed. I have uploaded the video of first part. Now we are going to start the second part. With that he picked me up and tossed me into deep end. He Who was he? He is a big bruiser. That boy who was having the special muscles. Okay, he was the boy. And me, who was me? William Douglas. Means William Douglas was thrown into the deep end by Big Bruiser. I landed, means William Douglas landed in a sitting position because he was sitting at the pool. So he was just going into the water in the sitting position, the same position. Swallowed water. He was just swallowing the water. He was just swallowing the water and went at once to the bottom. I was frightened, means William Douglas was feared, but not yet frightened out of my wits. Means his wit, his wisdom, his mind was working on the way down. I planned, means he made the strategy when my feet hit the bottom. I would make a big jump, come to the surface, listen carefully. This is his strategy that when his feet would touch the bottom, he would make a big jump and come to the surface, lie flat on it and paddle to the edge of the pool. Means just following this strategy, he would save himself. He was thinking, William Douglas was thinking that by applying the strategy which he made, he would save himself. It seemed when he was going to the water, it seemed a long way down when he was going. Those 9 feet were more like 90, because when we go in the water, we become weightless. That is why it was looking just 90 feet, and it was only 9 feet. And before I touched bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. Means split or break suddenly. Burst meaning when he was just going inside, his lungs were not working properly. They were ready to split or break. But when my feet hit bottom, I summoned, means he collected, called for, or assembled all my strength and made what I thought was a great spring. Means he made the strategy and he was doing work according to the strategy that he would take a big jump upward. I imagine, writer, author is imagining here that he would bob, means move up in the water to the surface like a cork, seal or close of a bottle. He was thinking that he will come out like a cork from the water by hitting the tiles of the pool. By hitting the bottom of the pool, he would come like a cork from the sea or pool. Instead, I came up slowly. He was thinking that he would take a big jump, but he came slowly. I told you that in water we become weightless. I opened my eyes, means William Douglas opened his eyes and saw nothing but water. Water everywhere. Everywhere water was there that had a dirty yellow tinge, a slight color of yellow to it. I grew panicky, means he was alarmed, he was panicky, he was feared. I reached up as if to grab. He wanted to hold something. He wanted to catch something, a rope like that. But his hand clutched only water. His hand held only water. I was suffocating. Means he was not able to breathe properly. I tried to yell. He wanted to shout, but no sound came out. Then my eyes, nose came out of the water, but not my mouth. Means his eyes and nose only, but mouth that was inside the water that didn't come out. I flailed, means moved arms and legs without control. He lost his control over his organs, his arms and legs. At the surface of the water, he came, but swallowed and choked. Again, he swallowed the water and he was feeling suffocating in his throat. I tried to bring my legs up. He wanted to bring his legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed, powerless. In water, we do not have any control over our organs. That is why the writer also felt here powerless and rigid, and he was also, his body was stiff, not able to move. A great force was pulling me under. He tells his experience that at the time what was happening with him. Yes, a force was there that was pulling him into the water. I screamed, he shrieked, he shouted, but only the water heard me. None was there to hear him. I had started on the long journey back to the bottom again. Means second time he was going into the water. The long journey, why did he say the long journey? Because they were only 9 feet, but it seemed that it was 90 feet depth back to the bottom pool. I stood at the water. As I went down, he was thinking. When he was just going into the water, he was thinking, expanding. He was using his full strength as one in the nightmare. Means he was just um, watching or seeing or feeling, experiencing that he was having the horrible dream. He was having a very fearful dream, nightmare, and he is fighting with an irresistible, unstoppable, this is unstoppable, unopposable or unopposable. Means he writer cannot oppose that. Writer cannot stop that force, and that force was irresistible. That was not the resistible. The writer had lost all his breath. He was not the writer, means writer. The writer had lost all his breath, and his lung ached, means paining. His head throbbed, beat loudly, means loudly his heart was beating, and he was getting dizzy. He was feeling reeling, woozy, means he was not in consciousness. Little bit consciousness was there, but I remember the strategy. Means he was out of it, but not completely out of it, because he remembered his strategy, and the strategy was, that he would take a big jump from the bottom, he would come on the surface, lie flat on it and paddle and come to the edge. It was his strategy, trick. It's called trick. I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork to the surface. I would lie flat on water, strike out with my arms and trace in stride with my legs. He was thinking, it was his strategy. My dear student, you must learn this complete sentence, because his strategy, his planning is very important. Many times it has been asked in the examination. Then I would get to the edge of the pool and would be safe, he was thinking. But he went down, endlessly he went. He opened his eyes, nothing but water with a yellow glow, dark water that one could not see through. He was under the water. He was into the pool water, and he was not able to see anything. And then sheer, pure, complete, stark, unmitigated, means absolute terror seized me. These word meaning must be written in your notebook, and you must learn them. Not only write, you must learn them. That will be very comfortable and easy for you to just write down any answer of the question which comes from this chapter. My dear student, if you have complete grip over your subject, over your text, over your chapter, the words will follow you. The words will come out from your side, because you know very well about the chapter. So you must learn these words, meaning these are very, very important. Terror seized me, means terror was coming and it was seizing him. Terror that knows no control, not understanding. Terror that no one can understand who has not experienced it. That until we experience any incident, any problem, we cannot know. We cannot understand the feelings of that person who has undergone them. I was shrieking underwater, means writer was just shrieking, shouting underwater, but none was there. His voice was not coming out. He was paralyzed underwater. It's the second time it's happening with him. He was paralyzed underwater. His body was not working, stiff, rigid, just like a stone. With fear, he was fearing here. Even the screams in his throat were frozen. That was not coming out. That was choking only my heart. And the pounding, beating my head said that I was still alive. Only mind and heart was working a little bit, and they were just giving him the signal that you are still alive. And then in the midst of the terror came a touch of reason. What reason was there? I must remember to jump. When I hit the bottom, at last I felt the tiles under me. My toes reached out as if to grab them, and I jumped with everything I had. With that strategy, he was thinking that I would touch the bottom, I would come just like a core fly, just uh, lie on the flat, lie on the surface, and will come to the paddling. He was thinking, but the strategy did not work. The jump made no difference. He was not able to control his body. He was not able to just take a big jump. The water was still around him, and I looked for ropes, ladder, water wings. Nothing was there, only water. A mass of yellow water held me. Its complete was when his eyes was closed. He was thinking that it is a yellow water. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me. Means that absolute terror that was coming, and that was just holding on me like a great charge of electricity. I shook and trembled. He was shivering with fright, with fear. My arms, means the arms of Ryder, wouldn't move. My legs, his legs, wouldn't move. I tried to call for help, to call for mother, but nothing happened. He was remembering his mother, because mother is always there to help the children. Mother is always there to care the children. Mother is a great wall. A mother is just like a lioness who ultimately saved her child, but here mother was not there. My dear student, you must just watch this video again and again to understand in a better way. If any queries, please contact me, and you have to answer the following questions. I'm just reading for you. What did the poet imagine when he went down into the water first time? Yes, he was making the strategy. What was his strategy? Strategy was that he would just go into the bottom, and he would touch the bottom, and he would take a big jump, and he would come on the just surface, and flatly he would just paddle on that. He was thinking, did the writer's strategy work first time? No, his strategy did not work at all. Rather, he became paralyzed. What did Douglas feel in the second journey into the water? He was feeling that his body was rigid, stiff, paralyzed, and he was losing his consciousness. He was thinking like that. What happened when Douglas jumped with everything he had? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Note down the difficult words and questions, answers in your notebook. You must note down these difficult words in your notebook so that you can learn it, and it will be very helpful to you when you write the answer of the question. Thank you, student. Thank you very much.